Hi friends, today I'm going to take you through 3 simple but striking Christmas border designs. You can use these on Christmas cards or note cards. I'm going to be using 3 pieces of paper in this video that are cut to 4x6, and this is 100% cotton paper. I'll be sure to tag all of the supplies that I'm using in the video description below. For the first design, we're going to start with leaves. We're going to work our way around the border, putting in the larger leaves first, and then we'll add some more detail as we go on. So you want to create a bit of a curved sweeping motion with your brush. I'm using a size 6 round brush here. And you'll just create a slight curve to create each side of the leaf. And for a little bit more interest, leave a little bit of the white paper showing through in the middle. And as you work your way around the paper, use slightly different colors of green. To start off with, I used a mixture of the sap green and viridian. And then as I go around, you'll see that I'm sometimes adding in a little bit more of either of those colors into the green mixture. The mixture doesn't need to be precise. You can start off with a 50-50 mixture of a couple of your greens and then add more green to the mixture as you go along. You can also even add white to it to lighten it up a little bit and give you more of a pastel ethereal look, or you can even add a bit of yellow to the mixture to create more of a yellow-based green. Keep working your way around the border. And these leaves will be a bit on the larger side. They'll extend about an inch into the card all the way around. And then you can also scatter in a couple of medium-sized leaves just for a little bit more interest and vary the angles of the leaves. So you can see some are up and down like this one, and then some are at more of a 45-degree angle. Just vary those as you work your way around. And then as we get toward the top, have them come together at the center. We're going to be putting a red bow at the top. Now for the red bow that we'll place at the center, I'm using a mix of alizarin crimson with just a little bit of burnt umber in the mix. And then you're going to use a very small brush. I'm using a size 0 here, a 0 round brush, and I'm using just the very tip of that to create this oval shape and give it a little bit more of a pointed end at the very top of the bow where the two halves come together. You'll create that oval shape first, and then you can go around it again a few times just to build out thickness. Then you'll pick up a little more of the red on your brush and come back in and start at the center of the bow and draw a wide S shape on the way down. should come down about an inch or so, and have it be about as wide as the loops of the bow at the top. You can use an inverted V shape at the bottom of the ribbon to show where it would have been cut. And then we're going to place some red winter berries all around the border. So you'll start dotting these in. Some will be a little bit larger, some will be a little bit smaller, and just alternate placing them on their own or in pairs or in clusters as you work your way around the border. Red and green are complements of each other. They're opposite each other on the color wheel, so they each bring out the best of each other. And these two on the border will create a really nice, striking look and image for your card or your note card. Once you've worked those around the border, come back in with your green and we'll work our way around with some smaller leaves to fill in some of these white spaces. And you can cluster these together or just do single leaves. Basically, you want to alternate your greens and keep alternating the angles of the leaves, much the way that we did with those larger leaves. They'll have a slightly different look to them. You'll still be using those curved edges, and the entire leaf will be green. You won't have that white center. That wraps up this design. Isn't that gorgeous? You can either write a Christmas greeting on the front, or you could even use it like a note card and write a note on the front. This would also be really pretty on a folding card and will give you even more of a classic Christmas card look. For our next one, I'm still working on 4x6 paper here, and we're going to paint a Christmas tree down on the bottom right corner. I'm starting off with some sap green, and I'm using the size 0 brush so that I can get very thin, light flicking motions out of the brush. And you can alternate which way your brush is swiping. So some of these you'll see that I'm swiping from the bottom upward, and then some I'm doing upward, downward, and that will help you vary your strokes. You want the Christmas tree to look natural. You don't want it to look too symmetrical. You don't want it to look too perfect. So just vary your strokes a bit, and also continue to vary your greens throughout here. The green that I have in the mixing well is a mixture of the sap green and the viridian, and even a little bit of yellow. So it'll give you a nice variety as you work your way down to the base of the tree. We'll add a small trunk, and I'm going to take a mixture of the burnt sienna and the burnt umber and paint a very thin little trunk down at the base. And after you rinse your brush, go in with some clean water on the brush, pick up just a little bit of the green, and spread that across the bottom just to create a little bit of ground for that tree to stand on. Then we're going to take some cadmium yellow as well as ochre yellow, and we'll use that to create a golden hue that we'll use for the border. So still using the size 0 brush, you'll take that and draw a line. This line should have a little bit of variation to it. It shouldn't be perfectly straight. So you want to just wiggle your hand just the slightest little bit as you work your way around the border, connect those 4 corners, and this will create more of a hand-drawn organic look to the border of the card. Once your tree is dry, we'll add some ornaments. I'm picking up a bit of the red mixture that we used in the previous painting, and then just dotting those over the tree. These should be pretty delicate, and you want your tree to be dry so that the red and the green stay separate from each other. And after you add the red, we'll pick up a bit of the blue. I'm using a mix of the ultramarine and the cerulean blue for this. Continue with those delicate ornaments placed around the tree, all the way from top to bottom. And then you'll pick up more water on your brush after you've rinsed it, and then we're going to sprinkle it around the tree to create just the faintest little bit of splatter. And then we are on to our final card. We're going to use a mixture of ultramarine blue. I'm mixing that into the alizarin crimson. That mixture had a bit of the burnt umber in it as well. We're creating a really deep, dark brown that we're going to use to create the look of branches. Once you've mixed up a fair amount of that, use your small brush, and then we're going to work our way around the border, creating very thin lines. You want these to look like branches that have come off a tree or a bush, and we're going to use these to create some holiday garland. As you work your way around the border, keep your hand loose and let it naturally move a little bit so that you get kind of a waved motion to these branches. They should look organic and natural, and also vary the angle of these as you work your way around. Some of them can be by themselves, and then other ones will be part of larger branches where you have maybe 3 or 4 extending off of one main branch. bit more red to the mixture, we're going to create some red winter berries using that alizarin crimson color. And these will be scattered around the border as well. You can do these similar to the first design that we did, where you're placing them in little clusters or on their own, and just alternate how many you're placing together as you go around the edge of the card. I hope you enjoyed this one. These are 3 easy designs that you can use for Christmas cards, and you could use them for gift tags. The possibilities are endless, and I can't wait to hear how you use these either for yourself or for others. Let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Sarah, and I hope to see you in another video again very soon.